That's 012-382-493.6. Tshwane FM is taking over Pretoria. Tshwane FM 93.6. The future is now. Tshwane FM 93.6, keeping you on top in Cap City.
You know, some of the churches, they don't need your qualification. They have nothing to do with your education, Vujisha. Vujisha. Boy, since it was 1909, 1910, long before I was born, Saulo, there 1916, Vujisha. Oleseala. There 1928. Oleseala. Mandela ba motshwara e ba boya. Saulo Oleseala. Galibele ke 2015. Bacha ba le yobela ba ihamba. Raba Saulo.
The best.
Tshwane FM 93.6. I want to rock with you.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies.
When the lights gonna catch me up again.
Yeah, right. I'm loving every.
It's 42 minutes after the hour, 6 o'clock. It's a great evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Mokete Radebe, your host right here on the Capital Talk. And we're back to doing it 6 to 8 p.m. Every Monday till Thursday. And here we are today on this lovely Thursday, looking at, the so sporty and fitness aspects of, the Capital Talk. And we're starting up to send those messages. If you want us to repeat such music, we're going to repeat it just somewhere, man, on the Capital Talk. Tell us if it reminds you of anyone or anywhere and if it's your jam, and which one you like. We started up with Papa Penny with a song titled Bapinde Papa Penny. We came through with Tshwane Mtekala, a song titled Wang Siza Baba. And after that, we had Famule with a song titled Lifulantat. And after that, it was Burikiriki with Culture, that is Culture Spears. Very interesting music that we're playing today. I'm not going solo, I'm with our guest today, that is Aus Tintswaloria. Please sit properly, madam, so that Bakono Bona Sharp, man.
Oh, I didn't realize I'm away from the camera.
Yeah, you are very away from the camera.
Oh.
Now we see you. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm good. Thank you. How
Please
are you doing?
drag the mic closer to you. A bit more.
More.
Oh, what is in your mail? What's it? No. The mic. Yeah, you can fix your recordings there as well. But how are you? Are you proper?
I'm good. I'm very good. I'm excited. I'm rejuvenated. It's a new season, new month. It's just beautiful.
No, you look amazing.
Thank you.
We're speaking about, look, it's that time where people are thinking, hey, man,
Yes.
people are fighting for summer bodies.
Yeah.
And they don't know that all this time along, let's say Baja died, this is sharp. And the question all the time is, in as much as I can get trained, man,
Yes.
if what goes in is not appropriate,
Yeah.
then it's pointless.
Mm.
If my diet is proper, how do I know if I'm eating right?
Okay. Firstly, as you said, the energy in must equal energy out. So there's what we call energy balance in the scheme of, while you're trying to eat healthy, you need to understand that there's energy in must equal energy out. Simply put, if you're going to eat a burger, you must be physical active in such a manner that you are running about 5 kilometers to burn up the calories of that burger that you just ate.
Sure.
Otherwise, the extra energy from that burger that you've eaten will become stored up as fat in your body. Right?
So eating junk food is not necessarily an issue. The issue is, how do you get rid of what you've ate?
You need that balance, first of all, because if you have a negative energy balance, you're going to store fat. Right?
What is a negative?
When your energy intake, in other words, you eat too much food that contains high energy. That's why you'll hear a lot of people, if they do go on weight loss diets, they'll say, I'm on a calorie restricted diet. Calorie is a unit measure for energy. So if you are saying you're on a calorie restricted, you are reducing the amount of energy you're getting from the food. Now, if you go into energy balance, you're actually looking at, Mokete, you and I do not have the same energy balance, or energy requirements rather, for the reason that your activity level may not be the same as mine, our weight may not be the same, medical history may not be the same, eating habits, lifestyle, and all of that may not be the same. So how one gets to energy requirements, generally you'll take your weight, you multiply that by 25 kilocalories. That's general. That's without taking into consideration the activity levels and all of that. And that should give you your average amount of energy you need on a daily basis. Now that energy needs to be distributed throughout your day. On average, an average human being would, or an adult would need about 7,500 kilojoules on a day.
Sure.
So it ranges from 6.5 to about even as much. What is important is to get this energy balance. In other words, the food that you eat must provide the energy that sustains your life. So oftentimes people eat to survive and not to sustain life. And that's where the difference lies. So in a simple way, it would be, if you eat to survive, you are hungry, you eat. And when you eat to sustain life, you are eating because you understand that your body needs the energy to sustain lives. In other words, to sustain the functioning of your organs in a healthy manner. So that it starts the understanding the balance of energy, because you could be eating, but whatever you're eating does not in any way meet the energy requirements. In other words, you could be waking up in the morning and eating something like a chocolate, and that chocolate boosts your energy levels. And most of the times, chocolates, junk foods, have what we call empty calories. So in other words, they are empty energy. They give the body a boost of vitality. You feel energized, but in terms of helping the body to function, they are not helping.
Sure.
Yeah.
But is this entailed in this food, this junk food that we? Does it say rana? The loudspeaker felt like empty.
No, you know what? You will know by the amount of sugar that's in the food. You will know by the nutritional, no, most of the food packages have nutritional information. Some people do know how to interpret, but of course, you will need a dietitian to help you to understand even better, the nutritional composition. So you'll see on the label, it says nutritional analysis. It tells you how much energy is there, how much total sugar is there, how much total fat is there. So these are all the things that contribute to the overall energy that you find. So you may find that from one bar of chocolate, you are getting more than what a normal meal will give you. So that already exceeds the energy requirement, and that's how you'll get a negative energy balance. In other words, your body only, let's say for just, to explain, let's say your body needs 1,000 kilojoules at a time, and you now eat this bar or you eat food that it's got too much energy, and let's say the food gives you about 2,500 kilojoules, you have this excess of 1,500 that the body then needs to find a way of, storing it somewhere.
Sure.
And so it stores it firstly in your liver, so it converts it. These are all scientific terms, but it converts it, and that's what will probably sustain you for the time until you eat again. So if you eat again in a shorter period of time and you eat a high energy meal again, that fat that was stored now becomes stored as fat in the fat cells, and that's how you'll gain weight. So that's why you'll find people saying, you know what, Mokete, I only eat 2 meals a day, but I still gain weight. It's for this reason. Your energy balance is negative.
Sure. 49 minutes after 6 o'clock, you're still listening to Tshwane FM 93.6. The show is the Capital Talk, and I'm speaking to us, Ria Mojapi. Ria, I've recently now got to know that apparently your blood type is essential when deciding to go on a diet. How true is that? And to what extent does that specific category have an influence in how you turn out as a person?
Okay. So if you look at the blood types, they actually are classifying, the blood groups. All
Okay.
right. So that's why you'll have your A positive, your AB, your O, and the other group. So it's classifying the blood into groups. Now, the reason we do that is there's different antibodies for the different groups. Okay, antibodies will obviously be your soldiers that are fighting infections in your body. Now, if you for some reason go for operation and you need blood transfusion, we cannot give you a blood from somebody of a different group as you because of the antibodies. So now it's like you're bringing opponents together while they're trying to fight off.
I hear you.
You understand?
Yeah.
So now you are bringing what your body does not recognize. And so that is why you would need to know your blood type, number one. Could be that you need transfusion, you're going for an operation and things like that. Now, when it comes to diet, and you look at the knowledge that is limited out there about the blood groups, I have personally taken upon myself to do analysis on these blood types, diets. And one of the things I figure out is they will help you to live healthy because they are Mediterranean diets or groups. So in other words, there are 3 groups of foods. There's carbohydrates or your starches, which is your energy foods. Then you have your protein, which builds the muscles. Then you have the fruits and veggies, which has the vitamins and the minerals, and they help you fight off infections. So you have all these 3 groups. And what these blood groups are doing, they're actually encouraging you to eat healthy. So you cut out with Mediterranean, you cut out high fat foods, particularly saturated fats, which are the bad fats, because there's also good fats. Then you
and just on that, which one is good fat?
So with the fats, you've got what we call saturated and unsaturated. So saturated is bad fats, and these are the ones you'll find in your takeaways. Mainly, you will find them in your baked goods like your pies, your croissants, and all of that. it is hidden fat in your processed meats like your Russians, your palonis, your Viennas. Yes, those
Cheese.
are processed meats. Yes, you find saturated fats. The cheese, the more processed it is, it then contains hydrogenated fat, which is a saturated fat. So if you're gonna have your cheese, you want more your mozzarella, your ricotta, your white cheese. So the yellow it is, the more processed it is. Just remember that.
Yeah,
I didn't man. If you go for your mozzarella, you go for your ricotta, your fetas. Those are much healthier. Well, if you want to be healthy, these are your options. So, so that is with the blood group, Mokete.
Yeah, and then so just on that, and then the good fat, which we find it in which food?
Yeah, so your good fats is mainly your if you go for your canola oils instead of your regular oils, your avocado,
those are actually
your olives.
Okay.
Yes, those are your unsaturated, we call them polyunsaturated fats, which are very good. Your olive oil, if you have it as a dressing, not necessarily for cooking. So those are mainly your good sources of fats.
Just to ask you on that one, I'm not sure how true that is. Apparently, there's a lot of stores that process these vegetables or things like your avocado. But apparently, there's other stores, maybe they are processed, whether it's in how they sort of grow them and the likes. How dangerous is that? And is it true? Is it something doable?
It would be, but I mean, if you look at to compromise the nutrient quality, it really goes. Most of the time, the quality of the nutrients will be compromised in how you handle. In other words, how you cook it, whether you soak it overnight, or those kind of things. But in terms of the farming, obviously, if you're farming, you're looking at organic, non-organic, and we know with organic, it's quite a different. A long process to get such. So if you look at the farming regulations and all those things, there's minimum standards. So those minimum standards should not in any way compromise the nutrient quality unless you are actually in the handling of it, you then compromise the nutrient quality.
I hear you.
Yeah.
55 minutes after 6 o'clock. You're just taking us through it. And obviously there's different diets for different people. There's others who want to gain weight, there's others who want to lose weight, and there's others who want to lose specific parts of their body and specific fat within their body. And there's a lot of people actually, they've got this method for you to lose a weight, maybe you must eat once a day, or you must not eat pap, and the like. And I remember at some point you were educating us about that. If you can just take us through that, how does eating patterns as well sort of come to effect in terms of a diet plan?
Yes, so back to what I said in terms of your energy requirements. So whether you want to lose weight or you want to gain weight or whatever reason it may be, you still need to sustain your energy levels at the end of the day, because that is what will sustain your life. And so one of the probably the tragic statements I utter in my practice is telling people who wants to lose weight that in order for you to lose weight, you must eat. and they always get flabbergasted, because the reason is that your body needs the energy to function. So when you are depriving, I'm now talking for those who wants to lose weight, when you are depriving your body of food, remember everything that you eat converts into energy in the body. Now this energy gets broken down into your glucose and whatnot, and that essentially becomes energy. Now, if you are restricting yourself food, you are restricting the energy. Because your body, your organs needs energy to function, what then happens is if they're not getting the energy, your body makes a plan, okay? Sure. And that plan, scientifically, it's called ketosis. In other words, your body starts breaking down the energy in the muscles, all right? And so it breaks down the protein, converts it until it gets energy. Now, this is wrong because over time, and this is what happens to people that starve themselves and lose weight. It is not the right way of losing weight because it is your body making a way to help you to sustain the energy, all right, or to sustain life through converting its own stores to give you energy. And that's why you lose weight drastically. But the thing is, you are losing the muscle fat.
Sure.
You are not losing the body fat. And the body fat is the excess energy that would have been stored by the body when you gave it too much. And that's so when it comes to weight loss, you need to be very clear on losing body fat because you could be losing weight, but you're losing muscle mass. And that's a problem. And that's why you find that people will starve themselves, lose weight, or go on these fat diets, and they lose weight very quickly. But that's because their body is shifted into ketosis. Now, the danger of ketosis is it can actually affect your kidney function. It can actually affect, when you stop this diet or whatever you'll be doing, starving, you go back to eating, you now gain weight more than you did before you actually started trying to lose the weight. Because you never really got rid of the body fat.
Normally, there's a process I will where you just brought life into the world. And a lot of women would want to lose weight and just also balancing the breastfeeding part and the diet. What is the recommended diet in that regard?
Yes, Mokete. So I always tell the pregnant mommies and the natal moms that actually the antenatal, the ones that are really going through the pregnancy, is when you're pregnant, you're not eating for two.
Oh.
You have an increased demand of nutrients because there's a baby growing inside of you.
Okay.
So we need to know it's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So most.
What I want that tomorrow? Yes. No.
You but totally unfair. You just deposit a seed and that's it.
Yeah.
And we see to it that it grows. But that's politics for another day.
God willing.
Yeah. But now the thing is, Mokete, what then happens is during pregnancy, most people fall pregnant already overweight. And that already makes it difficult for you post-pregnancy to lose weight. Because with pregnancy, we do expect you to lose weight. So if you were normal weight before pregnancy, we expect you to gain at least between 11 and 16 kilograms. If you were overweight, to gain between 11 and 16. If you were overweight, between 6 and 11. And if you were obese, we allow you 6 kilograms. In other words, whatever weight you gain should just be the baby's weight, and just the 2 kilograms for you. And so if you are going to fall pregnant, that is why it's important, women of childbearing age, to take care of their weight, to take care of their nutrition, and eat healthy because...
What is childbearing age?
Yeah?
What is childbearing age?
It begins from 16, Mokete. Well, technically it starts when the woman starts their menstruation cycle.
Okay, so about that 12
that's a woman
years.
of... Yes, they can fall pregnant because they are already in their menses. So a woman of childbearing age needs to eat healthy because, Mokete, you and I know most women find out of their pregnancy 28 days after conception, because that's when you start realizing the periods are not here, let me go test. So by then already some of the growing has already happened. So if you were nutrient deficient before that, it could actually affect the outcome of the pregnancy.
Sure. I'm letting you go because I know that you've got other commitments elsewhere. The critical things about a diet, perhaps as you wrap up, that you'd want the listener at home to sort of take into account.
Yeah.
What are they?
One of the first thing, I would like people to understand that diet, that the word diet means to eat or drink something. So everybody's on a diet. The only thing is that people are on different diets. People are on calorie restricted diets if they want to lose weight. Some are on
calorie.
Calorie, it's the unit measure of energy. Just
but in terms of food, how do we know if you're on calorie one? Or just as wrong, how it's wrong?
No, it's people who cut out, like, if you go for your carbohydrates, you go for your low GI carbohydrates. Like the pap story, you'd rather have pap cold, or you cold and reheat it because the GI content will be lower, or you go for your brown pap or your dry pap instead.
Okay.
So that would then mean the amount of energy you get from that food is lower. That's why we say that you take off the skin of the chicken and things like that. So firstly, let's understand what does the word diet means. And also, diet is not just for people who are trying to lose weight, but it is for everybody who should be eating healthy. And healthy eating begins with being consistent. Because so often people today wants to eat breakfast, tomorrow they don't eat breakfast. Tomorrow they eat lunch at 2 p.m. The other day they skip and they wait until dinner time. That is in the now you may not see the effect. But in the long run, that is what will predispose you to things like diabetes, like hypertension, and all these chronic conditions. And so it is important, like we did, Mokete, you and I don't know, with even my 2000, we were raised that breakfast, ke motogo, 10 o'clock, ke borotoka peanut butter, le tiye, and then ka montshare ke borotoka mai le whatever, or ke bogobe ba mabane bo bo setseng, and then ka bo 3 o'clock ba re bitsa ke apple, banana, pere, whatever, then ke dijo tsa thapama. That was the right way of eating. We need to go back to basics. And even now in the month of heritage, as we go back to our roots, we shouldn't shy away from eating budinawa. We shouldn't shy away from eating masonja, miroho. Those were good food. They are good sources of nutrients. So as we are even in this month of celebrating our heritage, our heritage includes our food. We must be eating our food. We shouldn't shy away from it because now we have commercialized how we eat. We just want to eat the greens and forget about the other things. Hey, masonja are high in protein. Dinawa, they are high in protein. We have a lot of good sources of foods. The nushu with the beans, that is much healthier. It's low GI. Mabele, porridge mabele.
You're correct, because I keep on asking myself, why is it that children that grow up in the rural areas are so strong? They never get sick.
Yes, masonja, baja bogobe, baja merogo, baja di veg. Yes, baja they grow well because of their lifestyle. So now we have commercialized everything. We have we have cereals in the morning. We have shied away from having booty porridge, we have shied away from all of these healthy foods. And our traditional foods, most of them are healthy. We need to go back to the basics. So I want to encourage the listeners out there, make sure you have your breakfast, your lunch, and dinner. Don't skip your meals. Because when you skip your meal, when you are hungry, you are actually asking your body to make a plan. And when your body makes a plan, it is detrimental to your health in the long run. And one thing I want to say is when most people will say, I breakfast, lunch, include these snacks in between. Remember, don't wait to feel hungry before you eat. Eat to sustain your life. And eat when you're not hungry, because when you're not hungry, but when you eat, too much, and that too much becomes stored as fat. And that's how you gain weight, and that's how you become sick, because you have an accumulative excess of energy that is in your body that the body does not know what to do with it. So make sure you have your fruit every day, you drink water, you exercise, and that's how you balance the energy in must equal the energy out. So what you eat must equal the exercise as well.
Interesting. It's 6 minutes after the hour, 7 o'clock, and I'm letting go of this lovely lady, Ke Ausria Mujapelo, who's speaking to us at this point in time. And I trust that you guys have benefited so much from her. And of course, if you do have any questions, I will just have to share them with her at a later stage. But yeah, thank you so much, Ria, for speaking to us.
Thank you so much for getting.
But I see that at least I still have Ingani Zoma as well. But let me check Lumumba on this one. It's a song titled Skorokor. Good evening.
93.6, Texas, #1 radio station.
All hits, all day, and it's all yours.
one day I won't be judged by the color of my skin, but by the content of my character. I am
Hey, Tshwane.
Angels am I dead that I live for, and infinite pain. Angels am I dead for which I am prepared to die. Hola. Sigo. Ya, Tshwane son fana. Ya. Ele tu ko connecta le raso. Ele tu connecta le raso. Yes, we can. American ladies and gentlemen, the change that we believe in. Yes, we can. Yes, we can believe.
Tabiso? Yeah, no, tshwara so. Yeah, this one is Ingane Zoma. It's a song titled Obama Obama. Hey, yeah, what's the Capital Talk on this lovely evening, man. We're playing you great music. It's an traditional music. House Aditsebe. On the line, I'm joined by Mr. Thabiso Libito from Chipa United and Mr. Siposebi. I was supposed to be joined by Elliot Siema. He seems to be struggling there. But he's going to join us just soonest. Yanalinda de Terence Mashiko, Terence Quartiers Galaxy. With this gentleman, we're talking everything football. And maybe just as an opener, you just want to talk to them briefly about, how far they've come with football and perhaps their understanding as well as we look at what's happening in the PSL. Sipo, good evening. How are you, my brother?
I'm well, thank you, sir.
Awesomeness. And congratulations got the victory to the PSL, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Libereki, look, Sipo, football is a very interesting, in fact, sports is a very, very important component in the lives of many young people. Briefly, just talk to us in terms of Diski. How did you, end up Wapala Diski as Sipo today?
From Sosha. Yeah, now you started to come to 10 years.
Yeah.
Sport.
Yeah.
In Margate, yeah, sport. Visually medical thing.
Yeah. And Elur King you in some rate ball and the athletics, unalebo boxing, unalebo modeling or acting. Why we're not hitting the ball?
The time now in a team, now belonging at another team now in a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to have a ball. So, Barbona Bamba feature no feature.
Yeah. So that in your ball, it can talk about Jarte.
Yeah, what are they go for?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So a lot of people might not understand. Some will think that Diski is just Diski. Mara, to soccer players, Diski means something different. To you, what does soccer mean to you? And what has it done for you living here?
Yeah. To be honest, you know, we don't know Samba, Kalvagala Diski from Kiola.
Yeah.
If you change the future of the Diski, or look at some of the my goal, I the China will be one of the Maratisia Cheaper, if you don't cheaper, that's our environment is really environment. But la grande, no good terminal ground, so that in Chalasha Prata, I end up a little like this Kitera, I end up a little tea, get some of the
Interesting. And if you mamets now and you ball, what would be your advice to me? If you mamets interview, and ke batla o dlala bolo, advice ya o e ka ba eng go nna as a young person? Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. E re o tshware hanyane re jumpelo Thabiso Lebiso re tlo bua back ko wena noso. Thabiso, good evening my brother. Thabiso?
Hola.
Le kae ngwaneso?
Sharp,
man. Thank you so much for joining us today. Ntate wa Chipa United. Ke itse ke bua le wena maobane ka re tlolelang Chiefs e wine ba. Na obane ne le batla e stopper mare.
No, man. I don't want to you can see that we're not in a good spot politically. So I slow and but unfortunately,
Le number mangat.
That's like
Le number
mango. Number 12, and we don't want to have this stress. Our last game, we have to that ball. So we don't want those things.
Yeah. I hear you. And you're left with one game, right?
Yeah, last game against Golden Arrows.
Interesting. Thabiso nna ke ile ga bua le wena ka tsa gore mba ako well mamedi wa rona at home to say, where did you start with this football thing? At what age did you start, and why did you choose football?
Okay, my name is Thabiso Lebiso. I started playing soccer in 7, 8. I can say that I'm not really sure about the age, but it was like 7, 8 years. So my first amateur team is the junior line school, Oval.
Yeah.
Then I played there. Then I went to Vet Academy for like a year. Then after, but I was old by that time, maybe in Shabu 11, 12 by that time. Then I got an injury. 2015, 2016, I was not playing football. So after 2016, then I went to TUT 2017. Then I went there, I got a lot of varsity football, then got a chance, met Benty on a team search. Then I've been nominated to go for a trial to go to Chipa United. I went there for a trial, like a month. But after a month, I was maybe given a chance to sign a contract, but they told me, you can stay Matazinya so that we can check you. But after a while, then they told me, no, be good. Then they gave me a professional contract. Nearly one of my first professional contracts, go the top flight PSL.
And how has your life been since?
Sorry?
How has your life been since you joined Chipa United? When as a person, how much growth have you seen in yourself?
To be honest, I growth too much because checking I do have my games that go for football, checking myself there, and now I can see that coffee is higher because of obviously here you playing with senior players, say Khalid Dalago PSL, and you are forced or learn more. You don't need to moan and say, hey, I know I get a sharp when time goes. I don't know everything is fast, so you have to learn. It's not easy, obviously. On a limo to you to go, hey, all the stuff, you understand? So that's when you have to teach yourself every day to learn faster. Or more PSL, how do I leave it that reason?
I hear you. 27 after 7 o'clock. How work a ball? What has it done for you, football? If I'm listening at home, and Tagisho man, bolo you're to right for now. What has it done for you? What has it taught you as well in terms of character building?
To be honest, football, gets into the pie. So the pie in a way of my personality, like the way people are saying now. I get over and go Val, there's I can't say it's a generational curse or something, but go Val now, hey, what's the done at this stage? So I was in that naughty, but Lina to the wrong at some point. But football in align the way the character change, the personality change to be a good person and know the purpose of your life. So, and obviously I got a chance to go to school via football. I didn't have any amount or maybe the bursary, Yahoo, NSFAS and all that stuff, but I played football. I got a sport bursary, I cannot get it. Even now, I can always get it because of football. So it's really a good thing. And it changes your life in terms of meeting new people and getting ideas about life in general, businesses and all that stuff. You get to meet people who are fresh mentally to help you going forward.
29 after 7 o'clock, Tabiso, you are with Sipho Sibia, your former teammate.
Straight, straight, yeah.
And agana o tla bo shebane le yena ka hore o kene PSL. Aware mo se ba qualified to the PSL.
Fully aware, and congratulations, Spola. Congratulations and welcome.
What is your advice to Sipho as Bagambezga PSL? Tabiso.
Okay, my advice is that you can hear me?
I can hear you properly.
Yeah, my advice is that South Africa League and PSL, there's no huge difference in terms of football structure, but in terms of maybe setup, it might be a little bit different. But to be honest, you can see Gabo Netbank when the champion like Chess Galaxy can win Netbank. It's a go South Africa. So there is a difference, but not a huge one. So, but the most important thing, when you come here, do your best, and I know you can. And I can rate you more than a lot of PSL players, so I know you can be better.
Interesting. Sipho, you've seen Tabiso playing ever since he was introduced into the Premier Soccer League. What has been your analysis of him, and what advice would you like to give to him?
Keep up and that will make sure celebrate and Scalabaro is still humble, Scalabaro Russell and Sa. Calabo, Hotman, Rato, Jacob, I'm Scala was taking Sava to teach him, I learned how to do a time so good and I think so. That's it. Not only another opportunity, you only do the right, you know. Sure. Maybe not Calabo, Kitty. We'd love to be now.
Sipho, this boy Amamele, a few days ago, a guy against Kaiser Chiefs. Lao Carole Meso Scabapala. Car Tansi Chiefs win a league. Mfane Yarena, no, they want to win as well. I saw my mail and funny what's it. Speaking about the league, 2019-2020 season, we won COVID-19 affected the league. Sipho, what has been your general analysis? Yeah, the leagues, both South Africa, le PSL, the way competition is. And I want to make an example. For the longest, Rebona Ajax Edidang, and then Laluana, like Tolalelo number 1. What did you sort of learn from that process alone? Yeah.
From position 15, we fix over Lingo, they change the new culture of the culture. You have to adapt to new standards.
Yeah. I hear you.
COVID-19, I didn't get a more to see this.
Sure.
It's not, I think you're right, I'm not to see Agar jalan mulai masih terlalu jauh, berna minggu itu terus. Dan repair semua, Malaysia tu rekon mereka macam kalau itu, baca rekon mesti jalan berlebih.
One it.
Yeah.
So, but analysis ya, we want to leave PSL or Haisoka Iteto. How shebili? Kima Gaenkang and why? Oh, teammate winner, 20 Visa.
Well, let's see. What did you do standard situation?
I hate that coming. Tabiso.
Sure.
Tabiso. Udibona Joan. When I want to join ya league ya PSL. Reboni Bosipo, hey, Bamatile man, Baboya Bare, Batela Tupa, Babatoba number 1. With Chiefs and Sundowns. And a lot of people are Chiefs and Sundowns. I get to be so I enter right out to Suma. I saw in the running.
Yeah, I can say maybe.
Yeah.
Because of maybe the last game that they're playing against Team Lionel and relegation. So it's number 1 to 3, so it's going to be difficult for Bona to win because of it's a better.
Yeah.
Black Leopards, Baroka, Amazon, all of them, you are now relegation, so it's not going to be easy. And again, Chiefs can win, and if announcer win, can win, go to the affect Chiefs. So you see, there's a huge difference between but we'll see. Not to be honest, I can't say, hey, Chiefs or get down. To be honest, I can't say, but I can say I'm a player, so I get a look and I get when I try. But maybe that Chiefs, I can say that due to stats, I can say that, but I get a one I try.
Kana into Chiefs this year, Sundowns how many goals? Esipo. Esipos. Yeah, Chiefs this year, Sundowns how many goals?
3 goals.
3 goals.
Yeah.
Yes. Who will be most? Yeah. Oh, mfan. Kandi Mar wasn't everybody and almost more one are no yena you he just want to open win the Majita. Yeah.
I guess it's you.
But
They have to fight.
Kandi hana red card was.
No, I wish I had that.
Man, ukaro limits that boy. Sipo. Kana gotta vuski mfana how. Ulimits musne. No, how relax. What's up for next season? Yeah. No. Usenze Spani adlala Sundowns. Re happy ka yena. Recover relax.
Yeah.
Nee man. I show ki game ya Chiefs. Nee, akasi let Africa. Mola ko playoffs, awona team e munja. Ene baba amba hloluza ofela bona. Gananto banamba mangu Baroka, banamba 14. And then came on number 13.
Number 13 is Amazulu.
Bana Amazulu ko jiwa mos. Amazulu ko ba number 14.
It's football, you know, it's an because at the end they find out that they were 2-0. It's football, you never know. Chiefs don't like you are 2-0, you never know. It's football.
Leopards number man. How do we team say long they are being relegated? At the bottom of the log.
It's not officially relegated, but if they can win more than, or maybe like dinner one, if they win, that goes to bang 8 or 9, then Kimo but I can say they are relegated, but PSL not yet gave them relegation due to like dinner one. But now I can say that's the change. That's how you put it to score goals of these words. It goes to
Ke Polokwane City yone.
Polokwane City.
Ho be. And then number 15.
Okay.
And then go number 15 ke ngana Brasipo.
Barok.
Baroko ke number 14.
Barok 14 ke Black Leopard. 16 Barok.
Black Leopards?
14. Barok Black Leopard 14. Yeah. Okay.
No. Sipo wa pala karona. Every check it. Baroka lost against Supersport. Yeah, no, that was a difficult game. Yeah, you see, Baroka is something equatile nyana, so I don't think Sipoto wa pala. I mean, Mvanola, Fus. Okay, I see what you mean, Sipo. Baroka ki number 15, Black Leopards ki number 14.
Yeah.
The difference is it's what 1 point, eh?
1 point, yeah.
Eh, banna. Who tricky mus? So Baroka just needs a draw. Jesus, these are difficult games because
so you see, it's going to be difficult even for Chiefs to win. If Baroka they need draw, then Chiefs will be difficult over Baroka because they can manage 90 minutes like they manage 20 minutes about Sundowns with 1-0. So it's possible over the draw 0-0 against Chiefs is possible.
But
even for the Chiefs to score or to win the game.
Because Black Leopards as well needs a win or a draw. Because of they are not sure Baroka is a winner now. Because of Baroka is a winner by the playoffs. Kana how many teams are going to playoff? Kina mamali na mama by playoff? Or only 15?
Yes, I guess 16 we are on the opportunity.
Oh, I know. Ibile how you saw. Yeah, no, it hard. Kana Amazulu like in number 13 in 29 points as well.
So it's going to be difficult.
Hectic. Mara, how you going? Now, with the way things are looking, as maybe let me start with you, Sipo. Obviously, you guys, well, you know what it takes to fight for the number one spot, especially if you are playing your last match. TTM, ne?
Yeah.
And TTM as well, the playoffs, right? Yeah. So, what was the message from the coaches during this period? But let's say.
Just a normal game to us. Prepare like other games.
Yeah.
You didn't have to panic. Yeah. So maybe before another focus is on a fella, every option. The moment there is another marathon, you get to change. So before being there, to be honest, in the Sweden, we are playing tomorrow. The moment there is another more quarter one, then second goal to the other easy. So after I see the one, then that's how much plays. But if you know the training, I see the one go to then after that, difficulty for an account. The chance to reach. I think the game for that. So, I present is not tragedy. I'm quite quick to get it out in the like we always do. So, I know more about it.
Interesting.
The experience of you never the watching.
Yeah.
Maybe get free. So, no more about that. Start. Or been there before, so.
And I saw that Team Yalona, the majority, it's players that were loaned from these big clubs. Le manager one situation as well. How did you guys manage to gel up with it?
I don't know more about it. At the end of the day, we need to promotion.
Yeah.
So, and then when they from a cheaper about push or about about the Sanjur like
Sanjur Bere. Correct. Tabiso, there's a point in time when we as cheap and if you like Heban relegation and you played quite well, the crucial, I think, the last two games Zalona before Chiefs, you did quite well. What was the message from the coach? And I'm just thinking, what is the message given to Team Selonge, Tonaleba Rockers, or at the moment, the Black Leopards, as they're going into difficult territories? Game message from the coaches during this period.
Firstly, it's about motivation, and in football, I believe if a football is win, lose, or draw. But one situation is like that, like Sipo said, no need to panic saying, hey, and all this stuff. Then the time you start to panic, that's when you should be going in the wrong way. So you stay calm, get the motivation from the coach and the technical team, all this stuff. You stay calm, you play your game, because I can say we won against a big team. We are playing that game. So no need to change even if things are going other way. So you stay the same, you stay calm, then everything will be fine. That's the motivation that we get. That's when we always push, because if you can check against Stellenbosch, we took it all. I think we scored maybe like a minute or so. So that motivation, if you get telling yourself, oh no, don't panic, it's coming. Then we scored injury time, I think the last minute or last 2 minutes. So the motivation on that on that Christmas when you say, no, don't panic, even if maybe they face a relegation, but it's football. You can play well today, then tomorrow you'll be into the final. So the motivation is always there for the honor pusher to play well, yeah.
Interesting. 45 after 7 o'clock. Gentlemen, I'm going to let you go. Closing arguments to the listeners, to the fans for this Saturday. It's an interesting display of football. What is it that people can actually expect this coming weekend?
Expect them to read the quiet. Sometimes people use the cheese.
Ungovernable. What's about when I listen no, Tabiso?
Sure.
Yeah, when I relevant.
For me, it's difficult. It's going to be. I don't know the narrator of these both leagues, or you might know, I get to, because the same thing is happening from Kadara Blade, Liga PSL, the same thing is happening. But it's like a problem of, hey, Makosi, absolutely. Makosi, because of they worked hard since, and it's been a while, Basa Chore Toti, they worked hard since number one for a while. Not like maybe it was a hook or maybe they were lacking somewhere. Yeah, sometimes that, like I said, the football lights one. Sometimes you play well, sometimes you play bad. But Bona, they managed to maintain that position. So I can try to give them.
I hear you.
Yeah.
47 after 7 o'clock. Gentlemen, thank you so much. I just wanted to ask something quickly before Sipo, in terms of play, in terms of play and team performance, between the two teams, Mamelodi Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs, they seem to be convincing. Sundowns. Tabiso?
I get Sundowns. In terms of play, I get Sundowns.
What about Orlando Pirates? Orlando Pirates, it plays good football. Am I correct, Sipo?
Yeah.
But why is that win? Why is that in the league run?
I go.
Is that how you feel as well, Tabiso? Pirates
That's totally true, yes. If you're playing good but you're not giving results, then I'm not sure it's yes, we'll say you're playing good football but no goals. So imagine people are saying they're not playing good football but they are number one now. You understand? So because they're scoring, that's the aim of the game.
Yeah, I want that. Have a great evening, man. Thank you so much for Tara.
Thank you, bro.
Hey Tara, that is Tara. That is Mr. Siposi Biya and Mr. Thabiso Libitso. Thabiso Libitso is playing for Chipa United. Siposi Biya is a champion. Kakwako Maswaiswa. Hey, Nabapala Mfanula Mola center back. I remember him from Maccabi kwa I Timapile le Tapelo Tilu. Uchasi etafela mona. Great guys. Yeah. I'm just waiting for a day where Bafana Itoba center back ebe Sipo bale Vusi left back beba Terence right wing Kitabiso kakwa Resha prefelate Messi kyola go pele go paring ki Ndlovu refelate yeah kure rapusha fel bafethu. Have a great evening. Thank you so much, man. It one is the one is that fish like tumelo fel. Indeed.
Sharp.
Hey Tara.
Sharp.
Hey Tara, are you with us? Hey Tara, so good idea. Sure. Elliot. Oh, okay. It's in Paranyano. This one is a song titled Hamme Matabo. We're playing you Kids on African music. It's Heritage Month, in case you didn't know. On the line, we're now joined by Mr. Terence Mashiho. Earlier on, we couldn't get a hold of him when we were speaking to Mr. Thabiso Libitso and Mr. Siposi Biya. Terence, Terence, how are you, my brother?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
No, sharp, man.
Second push, if they get next season, no.
Yeah. It's a Joang, South Africa. How many games left for Luna? Leferit.
I want to see the how many games left?
Yeah.
No, now, like, referee doesn't get.
Leferit are the game. Leferit position number, mama.
The number 10.
All right, 10. And how Shebile season ya Luna? Lebile season is Joang this year for South Africa. Le bonus wa lo siya bo sipo. They've managed to go to the PSL. Luna Lebile season is Joang.
To be honest, like, at the start of the season, there might be playing or as a team since Rowing and and we kept the same squad to win and so the plan was to win the league.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, something happened like during the course of the season, then quite a lot of some players were released and everything, although then finally a change of the coach. So only a difficult thing, understand.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, for effect, there will draw a lot of games. So in the momentum, I will district some magic. That's why we ended up position there.
Interesting. How Shebile the Premier Soccer League? Two clubs are in the run, Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs. Who do you think has a better chance of taking it from these two teams?
On my opinion, Shebile, like, so their performance, to be honest, as much as they are winning, but I'm not hating performance they won. I think lockdown never counts in terms of fitness.
Yeah,
in terms of fitness level, they won because games are always be slow. Even though as much as they are winning, but games are always be slow. And the Chiefs, I think, there's not a chance that I win a league for effect number one, but they won. Like I get it, how consistent?
I hear you.
Yeah, how consistent. So, but for next one, I choose to win. But very good. I think very good.
All right, and looking at obviously the performance. I mean, there's Chiefs is playing against Baroka, which is number 15, with 1 point difference between Bonale Black Leopards that is playing against Mamelodi Sundowns. So both teams, Leopards and Baroka, are going for a kill. How do you see this display coming through? With obviously Baroka has lost against SuperSport, although they won against Sundowns, and Leopards as well has been on form of late, winning obviously their previous match. What kind of approach do you think will work for Sundowns and Chiefs if they are to win these last games?
Remember Sundowns playing Black Leopards, and Leopards won against Maritzburg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they won 1-0, I think. So one of them are highly motivated, and then they want to keep the status. So Kaizer Chiefs they're playing Baroka, and then they lost 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for effect, they scored the first goal, and then Bakele red card, and then one of them.
Yeah.
So it was not like this last game is not challenging. For next one of our Chiefs because because if you could check the record, they are Baroka Chiefs. Chiefs is such a Baroka.
Jesus. Yeah, Leopards listen down too.
Yeah, Leopards, Leopards. Sometimes you know chance of guy win. Like I want to give you like Sundowns, it's then a chance of guy win. But that Chiefs is Baroka. What's your history like record? Chiefs is to win a game of Baroka. So. Ariana is difficult to predict, but again, but TV like Premier League. So I think the possibility is a draw. I think she's the draw. The one draw in the 2 games.
Interesting. That is Mr. Terence Masheko. Terence, thank you so much for speaking to us, Kaunamoto. So, what have you been up to lately? We know that Lindsay, you're not playing now. Are you keeping fit? What's been happening apart from soccer?
We have like 3 weeks off. So this week, like we get rest because of the previous week in Dargala, Wednesday, Sunday. So there are a lot of games in a row. So I told myself, oh no, I just have to recover this week. Then next week I'll start my training.
Interesting. Have a great evening, Maniso. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Thank you so much. Terence Mashego, captain that is TS Galaxy, one of the greatest teams, man. TS Galaxy having won the Nedbank Cup. Chiefs TS Galaxy. This young man, Terence Mashego, having also won the award, the Nedbank Cup most promising young player of the competition, doing quite well. Also from the Tshwane University of Technology. Yeah, TUT producer Bafana Baba. Now this one is platform 1. It's a song titled Isencane Lengane. Good evening. it's exactly platform 1 on this one. It's a song titled Isencane Lengane. Hey, yeah, no. The dance album it will take you by storm. Yes, yes. Yeah, Baba Jaiva. But yeah, this is where we leave it today. Thank you so much. I'm back again next week, same time, same place. We do it Monday to Thursday between 6 and 8 p.m. Pebble City Nights coming through between now and midnight. And for now, I leave you with another one from Paranyan. It's a song titled Hela Mwanana. Good evening. Kilerata Rati. Have a lovely weekend. Welcome to Heritage Month. Let's stay safe. Let's remember who we are. Let's create better relations during this period. Let's show one another love. If your neighbor doesn't have food, let's share. That's the one heritage that I love about growing up in South Africa and just growing up in Africa. That when a baby is born next door, it's our own. It's the baby one, the whole society community. That when one household doesn't have anything, not because of we want to be praised, but because of we feel better when they have something. In this Heritage Month, can we fix our hearts? Can we become people that are patriotic in our doings, not just in what we say? Let's preach less and do more. And I know that we've got it within ourselves, and we're more than capable to do it. Mparanyana, on this one, it's Hela Mwanyana. Thank you so much for your listening pleasure. I be Boroko up until tomorrow.
Mr. Zuma, the fact that you took a shower after having unprotected sex with an HIV positive woman, believing that it would minimize your risk, has really angered AIDS activists. What is your response to their criticism?
But if we have been in the kitchen, my dear, peeling onion, you wash your hands also. What was funny about washing your hands after doing something, after washing yourself? What's the problem?
But Mr. Zuma, AIDS is a big problem in this country. And saying things like
And
taking a shower.
hygiene is a big problem in this country. Clean yourself.
Bible reader, everything that's going on around us is just the Bible being fulfilled. Whether good or evil, the things that we see going on today,